What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Affleck 9916. Welcome to NHL 20. Yeah, it's hard to believe that the video games are now in the 20s instead of the teens. It's crazy because I started playing, I think, MLB '07. I remember playing Tiger Woods '04. So, yeah, it's weird. We are now into the 20s now. A new decade is about to begin, and a new Be a Pro series is about to come to the channel. It's been a long time since I've consistently had a sports series on the channel. I did a little bit of NHL last year, but it never really went anywhere. I'm sorry, I did a little bit of MLB in the spring, but it never really went anywhere because I ended up leaving. So yeah, we're creating a new player. I was gonna do my name, but the announcer can't do it. So I kind of came up with this guy. I changed my name to Andre instead of Andrew, and then I just went with Lemieux because of Mario Lemieux, of course, the Pittsburgh Penguins legend and one of the players I grew up obviously knowing about. So Andre Lemieux, we made him a center. We made him from Montreal, Quebec. Went with number 23 just because I like that number. Pretty simple reason to go with that. And then kind of designing him, I figured I kind of wanted to go for a Canadian look, so I gave the stereotypical, you'll see in a second, a stereotypical little Canadian mustache. But one thing that really bothered me with this player creation is I couldn't figure out like how to change the skin tone. He was so light, and I wanted to make him darker, but he was just a super light white guy. I guess head is where I would have been able to change that maybe. But the skin tone was just so light, and I couldn't figure out how to change it. So that's kind of frustrating. I don't know if you want to make a player who's not a white guy, then I don't know how to do that. So luckily, it was close enough to where I said, all right, screw it. I won't make an issue of it. We're just gonna make a super light white Canadian dude. So yeah, another thing that's really cool with player creation this year is you get to choose your playoff max beard length. So I really liked that. I get to grow an actual beard into the playoffs and have that kind of extended. So yeah, I gave him the little mustache right there. Kind of the old Canadian stereotype. I know that's not always accurate, but I thought it would kind of just be fun to play off it a little bit just for fun. I like the Yarmir Yager mullet hairstyle right there as an option, but I ended up going with I wanted to do kind of a flow a little bit, but nothing too long, nothing too extreme. So I kind of just bounced around until I found something I like, and then I ended up thinking that I was debating whether to go with kind of a mullet flow or kind of just a regular haircut, and I kind of just went with this one because I like the style of it. It's not too different from how my actual hair is. I went with a brown hair color. My hair is actually black in real life, but I went with a dark brown just to lighten it up a little bit. Obviously, he's going to be wearing a helmet, so it's not like you're going to notice all that much. In terms of the rest of the stuff in the player creation, I don't know. I find myself finding it hard to care too much about all this stuff in the hockey game. It's funny because back in the day when I'd make players in the golf games, I'd care about the clubs and the gloves and just everything I'd want exact, which makes sense because I play golf and I do all these things in real life. But in hockey, the difference between a CCM helmet and another brand helmet, it doesn't really mean anything to me because I don't play hockey and I don't have any, I guess, personal connection to all that kind of stuff. So I did try to give him some skates that looked good. I tried to force myself to at least put some effort into it to try to, make the player look somewhat presentable and well put together. Obviously, is kind of the goal. So yeah, it's just amazing the amount of customizable stuff that you can do in these NHL games nowadays. With the gloves and the really just all that different kind of stuff. You can choose your stick. As you see, I went with, I think, one of the CCM ones. I had my heart set kind of on this red stick, but then I realized it looked a little flashy compared to the rest of the outfit. So I ended up going with one that has some red in it, but not, as you can see, this is just me not really being able to make up my mind, not really being able to figure out what I really wanted. Again, part of me just didn't care, but part of me was indecisive too, and that's easy to do because it's not like I'm gonna go back and really adjust this one. In real life, a player might have a couple different sticks. They might look different. The tape, they might experiment with different tapes throughout their careers and, all those kind of things. But again, once we're actually in the gameplay, it's hardly going to be noticeable. And that's another thing where I find myself not caring too much because I'm hardly even going to notice what the player looks like. I'm just going to focus on if they're able to score goals, get assists, block shots, do all those important things that hockey players are, of course, supposed to do. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the player creation. Then it went on to picking celebrations, and I'm not really a fan of goal celebrations that are like that. I think it's kind of showy and tacky, and I don't know, not really my deal when it comes to hockey. So I wanted to actually take this a little bit more seriously, and yeah, not be jumping upside down when I score, even though that is pretty funny. Not gonna lie, but I'm playing this more as a serious be a pro, and not a meme series on YouTube, so to say. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's not what I was going for. So kind of just went with a standard goal celebration. Then it came time to choose a team. I decided to go to the QMJHL since I'm from Quebec. That makes sense. And you can't pick a random team. You have to pick a team. So what I did, I closed my eyes, I mashed the controller to swap through the teams, and then I counted to 10, and whichever team this lands on is going to be the team. So who do we get? We are going to play for the Victoriaville Tigers. I know. The announcers actually pronounce it the French way, though, so bienvenue à les Tigers, ladies and gentlemen. We play for the Victoriaville Tigers. So yeah, it's about. I looked up Victoriaville. I never even heard of the town before. It's about an hour-ish from Montreal. It's kind of in between Montreal and Quebec City. So that's where we will be moving to start our career. We're gonna make ourselves 17. That'll give us 1 year in this league, and then we can enter in the NHL draft and move on from there and become an NHL player. It gives us our little attributes right there: defense, physical skating, senses, puck skill, shooting. Nothing I could really change, though. So, yeah, we head into our first game playing against the Quebec Remparts. Obviously, one of the more famous teams in the Canadian Hockey League. So, I'm the center. They put me on the first line. So, Lemieux comes in for the first face-off. I'm going to get stick lifted and lose it. It took me about a game to get back into the hang of face-offs. It's just something I haven't played NHL in almost a year. So, you know, it's just something I got to get used to. Plus, NHL 20, it's a new game this year. So, yeah. Pretty good first shift, though, because 29 seconds in, I'm going to draw a penalty. That is not a bad way to start out at all. I draw the trip and give the Victoriaville Tigers a power play. So, yeah, there's the trip. And, I mean, I didn't even really fall over, but I guess they called it anyway. So I can't complain about that too much. I don't really get much of a long shift because I'm not on the power play, but that's all right. Flash forward to my next shift, though. Going to be in the defensive zone. Tried to block a shot. That one went past me. Then my team's going to recover it. I'm going to bring it up the right side, see if I can make a little bit of a play here. I did make myself a playmaker, so my primary objective is going to be to pass the puck to other players and help them score. That being said, I'd like to score some goals myself. They end up getting a shot and it comes back to me. I needed to clear that out of the area quick. And that's pretty much going to be it for the shift. One thing I noticed in NHL 20 is that the shifts are very short compared to be a pro years in the past, which is good. It's more realistic that way. You're not on for 3-4 minutes at a time. You're actually on for very quick, very short shifts, which was something that this game didn't have. But I'm going to get a +1 here. My teammate's going to be able to put that one in the net. And I like the Matthew is dreamy sign. I thought that was funny. But yeah, Matthew Sevigny with the goal, his first goal of the season, obviously the first goal for the team. Here's another look at that one. I'm on the ice. He's just going to do it all himself. I'll take the +1, though. That's going to help my plus-minus out a little bit, which is, of course, a statistic that will help me advance in my career if I'm able to keep that number up, obviously. It's not a main statistic, but still counts for something. And, of course, I'm a team player here to help the team win, and we have the lead. So that's obviously what the goal is. So 5 minutes left here in the first. Other team's going to have the chance. I'm on the ice. Sorry, got a little tongue twisted there. They're going to pass it around pretty well. That's something they like to do on these NHL games. These other teams really are always good at just passing it around and around and around. But luckily, we do recover it. They don't even get a shot off. 2-on-1 opportunity. We're going to take a shot, but a good glove save by the goaltender there. Not sure if he should have shot it or just passed it, but it is what it is. 20 seconds left in the first. We're going to have one more chance here, bringing it up. And I don't know. I think I passed that a little bit off how I should have passed it, but that's okay. 4 seconds left. It doesn't turn into anything. After the first, we lead 1-0, but what do we have here? I'm going to get a penalty. So 1.6 seconds left. I went for the poke check, which I really shouldn't have done because there's 1 second left in the period. And take another look. Yeah, I went to poke, and I don't know. I don't really know if that was a trip right there. I don't know if my penalty was a trip. So it is what it is. I'm going to be in the penalty box. And, you know, poke checking used to be really OP in the NHL games, and it looks like this year they might have fixed it. So we flash forward all the way to the third. Pretty much nothing happened in the second, and I didn't want to put too many highlights in, but there's going to be a real dirty hit, and my teammate's going to, I guess the enforcer on the line is going to come in, try to fight against the Rempart, who made that nasty hit. Hopefully didn't injure our teammate. Even worse, though, he's getting kind of demolished in this fight. He gets one right-hander in there, but then he ends up falling down because of the punches of the opponent. So not what you want to see right there, and you don't want to see yourself losing a fight like that. But it is what it is. At least we had a guy stand up for our teammate. Here's a replay of what happened. Yeah, dirty hit. Blindside hit right to the head. And I don't know why he didn't get a 5-minute major for that one. But it is what it is. Still 1-1 game. We got to win this. We flash forward to the end of the third. Nothing happened when I was on the ice. All the goals were when I was off the ice. So we win the game 3-2. They're going to have one more chance here. But they, as you're about to see, are not able to score despite having a few shots at the end. And that, guys, is going to be it. Let me know how you guys liked this video. If you like me cutting the highlights like I have been. If you want to see more complete games, live commentaries, let me know. I'll be streaming on Twitch this series. I decided might as well do that. And that's going to be it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more NHL 20. Be a pro. For now, though, we'll see you next time, guys. I'm Mr. Affleck 9916. Have a good rest of your days. Peace.